wanted to say, first of all, MyTasker is absolutely critical to my business. I work on developing several products, and with all of these different irons in the fire, there's no way that I could spend my creative efforts and research efforts and organizational efforts on all of these different projects if it wasn't for the help of MyTasker. And something that I really like about MyTasker in particular, as opposed to some other virtual assistant agencies that I've interviewed with or worked with in the past, is that MyTasker has special people in different departments. So I'm not just handed one virtual assistant. If I assign a web development task or a light coding task or a graphic design task, MyTasker finds a virtual assistant that's best equipped to actually execute that task. And so it's not just one extra person on my team. With MyTasker, I really feel like I have a full-blown company at my disposal. It's like I have not just one extra employee or assistant to add, but I have a dozen new employees that I can rely on. And the quality of work that MyTasker outputs really is second to none. I have worked with Americans, and the quality of work that MyTasker creates is consistently at or above the quality of work that I've been able to find from any other contractors. Now, specifically, I wanted to highlight my latest virtual assistant, Swagata. She has been working with me on graphic design and has done a truly phenomenal job. I cannot stress this highly enough. I gave her a quite challenging task to work on redesigning labels to a food seasoning. It's a very small label. It needs to be printed, and it's going to go on a food seasoning bottle. Now, there were several challenging aspects to this. There were some required elements, such as, a barcode, nutrition facts, and then there were some stylistic choices that we wanted to make, aligning ourselves with popular brands, staying away from certain styles of brands that didn't seem to fit my brand aesthetic. And then I had some vague ideas. There were some bottles that I wanted to use, so that came with a set dimension and color choices. And then there were some vague ideas that I had, such as a idea for a logo, but it wasn't quite fleshed out. And I was having a lot of trouble with this because I wasn't able to come up with a design myself. I had worked with AI to try to come up with some designs that had impressed me, the AI abilities, but my business partner had even asked us to go out and find third-party specialty design contractors who could help us design this food label. So I eventually decided, let Swagata have it. Previously, I had asked her to just perfect some designs that I had come up with, and she had done a good job, but I was always feeling like my designs were lacking. So finally, I turned over full creative freedom to her. I set up a new task. I explained, we had a video meeting. I clearly explained the goals of the project, but I left as much open-ended as I could and intentionally said, I want your artist creativity to shine through. And let me tell you, I could not be more impressed. I shared the designs with my business partner. We are now foregoing paying a third-party contractor. I mean, her designs were that good. She came up with multiple variants. They all aligned with the brand goals and aesthetic. She very fully understood the assignment, and I know that she very deeply reads the task listings that I create. My task listing emails are usually quite complex and very long and wordy because I want to try to give as much information as possible. And I really know that Swagata reads them very deeply and comes away with that with a very good understanding of what the goals are for the task. And the work she delivers shows that she intimately understands the task and works really hard on it. The designs that she's come up with are not something that I could have created myself. They're very masterful and are going to do a great job for helping us actually launch our seasoning brand onto the sales market. And I'm looking around, I'm looking at the designs right now to see if there's anything else I want to comment on. I do want to comment on this. She also takes initiative. I had not asked for mock-ups. I had just been looking at two-dimensional labels. And Swagata took the initiative to try AI to make mock-ups and show the labels actually on the bottles, which is so helpful that I've now asked her to do this as often as she can with any design that she works with me. I said, just make the mock-ups if you can. Don't even ask me, just do it, because it's so helpful. But that's something that she brought to the table. She took the extra initiative to help showcase her designs in different angles and different lights to help me get a good sense of the product that we had developed. So incredibly happy with MyTasker. I hope to be with you guys for years to come. I can see a point in my business where I'm maybe finally able to hire some local American employees, but I still can't see a time in my business where I won't need MyTasker. I think no matter how many employees I might one day have locally, I think there will always be a place for this expert abilities and the variety of skills that MyTasker can bring to the table. Couldn't be happier. I wish you guys great business success and an expanding empire of virtual assistants.